So there's a new video coming. You're seeing it right now. 2 videos in just say 2 weeks, right? That's a new record! Yay! No more after this one. But I was interested in showing you, showing you the deck list of this new video, of this new the Bones deck, the zombie deck, because I got first place at locals last week because I already recorded this, but then it was 1 too long, 2 I made a lot of mistakes speaking, like just do it again. I got first place with Bones. It wasn't that special, it was not that big for locals, but I did do it. Round 1 I won the dice roll against Invoked. I won round 1, I had too many interruptions for him. I lost round 2. I don't know why again. Oh, because he floodgated me, because there was a card that says you can only activate 1 monster effect, so he floodgates, I guess. And I did not drew the out. I didn't drew the... I just didn't drew the out. And the third game, I had nothing, but I let him go first, because I just want to board break, right? Just side in, dome second. I'm not there to win, I'm just there to board break. He just added something, I rolled him, I think. And game 3, my opponent added something, I drawed him. I don't know what he added again, but I drawed him. He said, set 1 pass, and I was like, ooh, I have nothing. Try to play like this, he said. I think he went Ghost Bell on my revive, and I was like, fuck. And then I was set pass, he activated the field spell, and I had Ash in hand. I was like, oh, this is so not good. Just Ash, I guess, the field spell, yeah, because if he has it, right? And he didn't have it, so, and then I drew for turn, I drew the combo. Round 2 was against Fairy Tale, and won the die roll again. Turn 1, I built a board, he couldn't break it, I had too many interruptions. Round 2, he had too many, oh no, I did stop him, but I didn't have any starters, so that was like, ooh. And he just had the everything else after it. And game 3, I let him go first. Again, I remember I had 2 draws in my hand, like, oh, come on. So I drawed him once, couldn't play much after, played my board, drawed him twice. Not good. Round 3 was actually a double loss, but he said, oh, I'll give it to you because you play a cool deck. But it was against Orcust. So I lost the die roll, I lost game 1, and I won game 2 after a grind game. But that was just like 1 minute. I said, oh, you can get the win. He said, no, hey, you get the win. And I was like, bro, just take the win. Just fill in what you want, and he filled it in that I won. So he just gave up. Yay! So that was that was it. The Thursdays are always like that. That are just three rounds. So that was it. So just let's get into the deck list. So like I said, the deck list is not complete. The main deck I really like. The side deck and the extra deck are just so trash, so just forgive me, okay? So first off, we play 3 of the Pumpkin, the King of Grave Ghosts. This card is insane. Well, it's not insane. This card says that you can reveal this card. Then you can set a Call by the Grave from your deck or graveyard to the field. That card can be activated this turn. And then discard 1 card from your hand. So it does not have to be him, it can be anything else, but you probably mostly use him. Then you activate Call of the Haunted to special summon him back, and on special summon, I think it's not normal summon, I think it's only, yes, this card is special summon, yeah. You can special summon a level 6 zombie monster from your deck. And then you are locked from special summoning monsters that are not zombies from your hand and graveyard. This card is very, very cool, and this card gets you into so many more things. 3 of the Stare of Snake Hair. This card says you can discard her to add the Call of the Hunters from your deck to your hand, or 1 spell card that mentions it, or spell or trap card that mentions it, so not a monster, but a spell or trap card that mentions it, so you cannot add herself. This gets you into your combo, so this card gets into a spell card that searches this card, so like, yeah. When this card is, I also think it's only special summoned. Yes. You can target 1 attack position monster your opponent controls. That card cannot attack this. That card cannot attack forever. as long as it's in the field, of course. That card's effects are negated, and that card also cannot be used for extra deck fusions. This card is sick. Only the stat line is not that great, but it is what it is. You cannot have the best of both worlds. We're not Hannah Montana. Then for the normal summon starters, I see a lot of people play one of this card, of the glow up bulb. This card says, I need to read it because it has a specification that I did not read. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard to add a level 5 or higher zombie monster from your deck to your hand. So you add the Pumpkin of Grave Ghosts. If Zombie World is on the field, you could also special summon a zombie monster. So this card is even better if you play Zombie World. I don't play at the moment, I don't know how I feel about it. And in either case, you cannot special summon monsters for this turn, I think. For this turn, you can special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except zombie monsters. So this card locks you into zombies, that's what I have correct. Everybody plays this as one. This is a one card starter for the play into the Grave Ghost. It's insane. I don't know. People play this at one. This card is a 3 of. I don't know. Okay, I actually literally have no idea why people play this at one. I just have no idea. Of course, you can only use this effect once per turn. Of course. Then I played 3 Unizombie, and I think I will only play 1 Unizombie. I don't feel that this card is that good. But this card says that you can target a monster on the field first. Yes. And then discard a card from your hand, and you can up or down that level of that monster by 1. That's not really what you use it for. You use it for its second effect, that you target a monster on the field. I think it has to be a face-up monster. Oh, just can be any monster on the field, so also your opponents. Then you can send a zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. So it's actually a Foolish Burial. And then again, you can up or down the level of that monster. Himself is a tuner. I do not use the synchro deck, synchro cards as much. Maybe I can play around with it. But it's also just a Foolish Burial. So this can send the glow up bulb to play from there. That's my line of thought. And then I played 1 Ghostiki. Ghostiki is a card that just is also a Foolish Burial, but when he is sent to the graveyard, you can banish another zombie monster from your graveyard, so not himself, and a special 1 zombie monster from your hand. So it can special summon zombie monsters from your hand. But I do not have much link material to link off this card with, so I just played one of it as an extra extender, so that you can play for instance, Pumpkin. You special summon Pumpkin. They ash his effect. You can also summon this card, dump a card to the graveyard to maybe have dump Eldritch or something. Link it away, and then go from there. Special summon zombie monster from your hand and maybe make more ones. This card is something I am definitely liking very, very much. It is the Army of the Haunted. Army of the Haunted is a card that says that if you control Call of the Haunted on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand and or graveyard. Then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target on Call of the Haunted, or just, yeah, you have to target a Call of the Haunted in the graveyard to set that card. I really like it. It's an extender from the graveyard. It can special summon itself once per turn. It's a 6. Yeah, there's nothing bad to say. I like playing it at 2. It's an extender. It's very good. Of course, it can revive itself from the graveyard, but it can also special summon your from the hand. So again, you do this combo. They ash this card. You special summon him, and you just go full combo again. Like, I like this. Very cool card. And on the one-off Great Mammoth of the Netherworld, when this card is special summoned, it just destroys a card on the field, and when a Xyz monster has it as a material, it gains 1000 attack. That is the card. It's a 6, you can special summon it. It's just a retrain of the Great Mammoth. The art is so sick. The art is so sick of this whole set. I really, really like it. Then we have, I have to read her name, Chengshi Desperado, or Desperado, I think that's how you say it. In the main phase, you can send a zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. It's just a Foolish Burial for zombie monsters. And then it has another effect that if this card is banished, you can, if this card is banished, you can banish 1 zombie monster from your graveyard to special summon this card, but place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. So there are a lot of ways that you can banish this card to special summon it and then have another extender or send again. Yeah, I'm not saying it's good, but it's definitely, this is the best card. But this is the best card to special summon of the pumpkin. But I had this card of all the matches that I played. I had this card 50% of the time in my hand. I don't know how I do it. I'm just that good of a player. You don't want to see this card in hand. The best card, this card is so good in this deck. Eldritch the Golden Lord is the best card in this deck, if I'm not mistaken. By the way, look at this, how miscut this card is. If you can see it, holy shit. Insane. If you don't know Eldritch, if this card is in your hand, you can send another trap card to the graveyard. Or discard it. And target a card on the field to send that card to the graveyard. If this card is in the graveyard, you can send one face-up or one spell trap card that you control to the graveyard. I think also in the hand, but you can send it to the graveyard to add him to your hand, and then you can special summon a zombie monster from your hand. That zombie monster gains 1000 attack and defense, and it can also not be destroyed, if I'm not mistaken, by card effects. Yes, by card effects. You can only use each effect once per turn. This card is insane. You send this card and it just goes crazy. I really like this card in the deck. Next up is Doom King Ballardrog. This card can special summon itself during each standby phase if there's a card in your field zone phase up. And then when a zombie monster activates its effect, you can choose one of these effects to negate that monster's effect of that zombie monster. Wait, what is it? There's a figure. No, it does not say zombie world. No. So you can negate that effect of that zombie monster, or you can banish one monster from the field or graveyard. One monster from the field, yeah, and or graveyard. So if you play Zombie World, every card on the field is a zombie, so it's a monster negation for your opponent. But playing it without Zombie World is just ass, in my opinion. It's interesting. It's an extra introduction, and because I play Impulse, it's something else you can send instead of Eldritch the Golden Lord if needed be. Yeah, it's a card. Then of course the hand traps, 3 S-Balls with Enjoy Spring. You know it, you love it, or you hate it. Then you play, or I play 2 Drawn Lockbirds. Card is insane, still beats a lot of decks. I played 1 Bestial Maganamut and 1 Bestial Druid's Worm. Because I play a dark deck and because some cards like to be banished, only 1. These are not bad in my own deck. To use on my own cards to get some extending to do. There are also 6, so that's very good. The Light and Dark Ritual is just heavy played, so you can banish some of those cards. If they activate, for instance, the spell cards to Ritual Summon, you can just banish their Kuriboh that they have in the graveyard to make them commit to more cards in their hand for their Ritual Summon. Then for the spell cards, we play 3 Ectoplasmic Fortification. This card says that if you control no monsters, you can add a level 6 zombie monster from your deck to your hand, so you add the pumpkin. Or you can draw cards equal to the amount of face-up Call of the Haunted cards you control. Well, all zombie monsters you control gain 400 attack, and then you can draw cards equal to the amount of face-up Call of the Haunted that you control. Pretty cool. It's just an extender. That's what I used it for. I never used the second effect, of course. Then I played 3 Call of the Forgotten. This card says that on activation you can set up to 3 Call of the Haunted from your deck and or graveyard. And when a Call of the Haunted is activated, you can target a monster on the field to send it to the graveyard. Play that one. 1 is fine. You search in your combo. There's no reason to not see it. There is a idea to side deck this card or side deck 2 for this card if you know you're going second. The reasoning for is the effect of the new Solemn card. Solemn, oh, I forgot his name. But the card says that you can negate the effect of that card and then banish all copies of the card from the hand, from the hand and or field, but not the not already set on the field. So the hand or your deck. They will all be banished from the hand or the deck, so not the field. So if you activate this card, set up to 3, activate Pumpkin, Pumpkin effect to set, activate it, and then they solemn. It's on the tip of my tongue. But if they activate that card, the set cards won't be banished. So that seeing it then is pretty cool and pretty good. And the artwork is sick, but that's for every card. Then we play 1 Vortex of Time. This card is insane. Every time I resolved it, it's so good. It just redirects a effect that they have. So if you just do your combo, they draw you. You can do this for the draw. If they have a extender or a card that they really like or they need to resolve, you can just change it. If they have a full board, which one of my opponents had, and they've just banished their whole board. Yeah. I like this card. I like this card. I played 1 Delta of the Innovation. Yeah, Innovation. This card on activation just says dump a level 5 or higher zombie monster to the graveyard. It can dump Eldritch, it can dump Belador, and it can dump the Army of the Haunted. So it can dump a lot of cards. Then if this card is, if a card is added from the graveyard to your hand, and this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card back to your hand. So what you would do with Eldritch normally is activate this card, send Eldritch. Eldritch effect in the graveyard to send this card to the graveyard to then add Eldritch from your graveyard to your hand and then special. Because this card was in the graveyard when something was added, because this sends first, then you add, you can add this card from the deck to the graveyard. So this is cool. So if this card is in your hand, and you have the Pumpkin in your hand, you can just activate this card's effect to dump Eldritch. Eldritch, send this card to the graveyard to add Eldritch to the hand to special summon the zombie, the Pumpkin King of Grave Ghosts. Then you do Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, add this card to the hand, and then you can special summon without being ashed. Because people probably don't ash this one. So that's a combo you can also do instead of doing the so without playing into Ghost Bell, draw and Lockbird, you play non-draw, you don't play in Ghost Bell, you don't play in DD Crow, you don't play in Ash with this way. Well, you play in Ash, but then they have to Ash this card. So it's pretty good. I'm not thinking about bumping it to 3 yet, because even though it is a interesting starter, I don't see the full use of it yet. But let's go into maybe. Foolish Burial is a second spell card. It's just a starter. You can send the blow up, banish, add the pumpkin just gets into your place. It's just another starter. Call by the Grave. I don't need to explain Call by the Grave. It's called by the grave. You call something by the grave. Never used the card, but it got used against me to stop my plays, I guess. My Forwards can never resolve, but theirs can. It is fun for me and not for D, okay? And I'm the D! I'm the D! Then for the trap cards, I played 3 Call of the Haunted. Don't play 3, 2 is enough. You can there's a chance, like I said, you can side deck the second one. So you can have the plays if you're afraid of that solemn card. 2 is you never use the third one. You can set 3 because you don't play many spells and trap cards that you want to set. So 3 is not bad. If you see them, you can still send them an Eldritch. You can return them to the hand. You can special summon them again. It's like, even in the end, it's not that bad of a card. Of course, you don't. The reason why you would play 2 is because this is not a starter. It doesn't do anything. So the philosophy behind it is, if it's not a starter, never play 3 of the card unless it's so broken like Ash Blossom and Joyspring or Draw and Lockbird. If you could play 3, so playing 2 is just optimal. But flavor town, baby. Next up is the Deadly Zombie Breath. You can add this into your combo line because it says Call of the Haunted. The card is just way too ass. Never wanted to search it, never wanted to see it in my hand. Never saw it actually in my hand. Vortex is way better. It does way more things. It has way more impact. This card would be so good if it said that you could have used both effects in the same turn, but you can only activate one effect of this card per turn. You can only use one deadly zombie breath effect per turn and only once that turn. The art is cool. That's it. And I played over the 40 cards for 43. I played 3 Demon's Impulse. There are only 2 cards, if I'm not mistaken, that get hurt if you activate these cards from their hand, and that is Gozuki and Eldritch. So it's a must-have. Eldritch is very good, so it hurts that you cannot send Eldritch, but you have to think if it is worth to activate this card to the effect of your opponent's card, right? If this card is so broken that stops the place of your opponent and you can miss this card, then it's fine to activate, right? You have to make your own decisions in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes. Not everything can be your benefit, okay? So, cry about it. So these were about all my cards. This was my main deck. Like I already told you what the cards I wanted to cut, and so let's just go into the extra deck. The extra deck is not good. I played for the Link once, Link Rebo, so I can send it off for the Glow Up Bloom. Same was for Anima. Nobody played into the Anima zones. People are accustomed to the Anima zones, so that's sad. It's the same reason why. Same for Cinnamon Great Almirage. It's just there for the link away for that one card. So if I would cut a card, because I really like having at least 2 link ones, I would probably cut Almirage, because these do something, right? If your opponent misplays, then they are not good. So there's one spot you can have more for the extra deck. The most amazing card, the Flying Mary, the Wandering Ghost Ship. This card was so good to get zombies into my graveyard, especially summon them back from the banishment or the graveyard to activate their effects again. Like, yes, cards that do something. Finally, I love it. When cards do something, they're good. This card is good. It just takes 2 zombie monsters, and when this card is on the field, you can target one of your banished zombie monsters in your graveyard, and you can target one zombie monster that is banished or in your graveyard to set this card into the back row and special summon that monster. It has one more effect, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, while this card is a continuous spell, you can target one level 5 or zombie monster you control and destroy one monster your opponent controls with lower attack than that card. So it's pretty good. This card is so good. I did not expect this card to be this good in zombie decks, of course. Only in zombie decks. One IP Masquerade, never summoned it, just don't use it. One SP Little Knight, pretty good card, of course, because you can also banish things from the graveyard, but not that good. The MVP that won me the second game in the matchup against, how do you say it again? Orcus, because he made a board after he destroying my board. I had 2 zombie monsters, or 2 monsters on the field with 1 bestial, but this card says that it can only be made with 2 zombie monsters, and because I don't play the zombie field spell, your dragons are not zombies, so that's sad. So I had Druidstorm on the field, linked away into this one, Druidstorm effect, crash into his guy, activate this card's effect in the graveyard, because this card says that all dark monsters gain 500 attack and defense, and all light monsters lose 500 attack and defense. And then if this card is destroyed by battle, I only think it's battle, by battle or card effect, which is pretty good, you can just target a dark monster in your graveyard to add it back to the hand. So that's pretty good. So I added back Druid's Worm, and then I finally had 0 monsters on the field to add the effect of the Ectoplasmic Fortification, because you have to have no monsters on the field to activate this card, or its first effect. So then I could get into my combo to play the game. So that was a cool play that I did with this card. Only played 1 Goddess. I had a spot left. You should not have any spots left. You can make this extra deck so much better, but I just had no time. The cards just arrived when I got home. I made a deck in like an hour. with finding the cards in my bulk, ordering some extra cards from the shop, I had to play this deck. Don't look at this card. This card is not good. For the fusions, I play one Fallen Agent of the Golden Land. This is just a link 1 for Eldritch, the Golden Lord, and this card says, I need to read this card because I didn't read it fully. Must be special summoned, or must either be fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by tributing one light zombie monster while you have Eldritch the Golden Lord in your field and or graveyard. You can special summon you can only special summon it once either way, so this card can only be special summoned once. And no matter which method you use, that's what it says. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon Eldritch monster from your deck and or extra deck, and you can only use this effect once per turn. So it's just a combo piece that when you have Eldritch on the field because you send Call by the Grave, special summon Eldritch gets into discard, then you link away for the Mary. This card's effect will summon Eldritch, the Mad Golden Lord. He cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. And you can tribute a zombie monster to take control of a monster your opponent controls. That's what this card says. So those are pretty good cards. So you get into the combo. You have this card on the field. Mary effect to target a zombie monster in your graveyard to place him, special summon that one, and just go further from there. Yep, pretty cool, pretty cool. Then for the Xyz monsters, I played 2 of the Pumpkin, the Great Ghost King. This card can go up to 3. I will definitely play 3 for this. I will look for a third one. This card is pretty good, very good. Not broken, but broken. It's so cool. This card is so cool and good. Oh, I didn't explain the effects yet. If this card is special summoned, you can add a card from your deck to your hand that mentions Call of the Haunted. Yes, you can add one Call of the Haunted or a card that mentions it, yeah, because the Snake Eyes adds a spell trap card, and this card can add any card. Then you can the second effect is you can detach one card from this. You can detach one material from this card to target 2 cards on the field and bounce them back to the hand. So you can target, for instance, you Call of the Haunted, and maybe a kaiju you have given them. Yep, that's it. Then when you have this, oh no, it has one more effect, of course. As long as this card is on the field, your zombie monsters cannot be targeted by monster effects. It's not that good, but it's could be worse. I played 1 the Undying Legion. I will definitely play 2 of this card because you have so many spots. This actually is so bad. 1, the art is insanely sick, and 2, you can special summon him over the Pumpkin, and it just says detach 2 cards from this card, or detach 1 Xyz monster if all the materials on this card are Xyz monsters, to suck up 1 monster on your opponent's field or 1 from their graveyard, but it is targeting, and I think that's it, right? Yeah, you can only use this effect once per turn. Yep, that's it. It's an interruption that is pretty cool. Nothing much to say. I just really like it. I think it's a cool card. 1 Typhon. Typhon is a broken card. Never summoned it. I really wanted to summon it, but it got banished for some reason by an invoked player that just looks at your extra deck and banished 3 cards. And then for the last card, Chaos Angel, never summoned it, but I have it in full art, so I was like, sure. I have a lot of tuners, it's all dark and maybe a light. There are plenty of ways of making this card actually, because if you just have, say for instance, Bestial, and you have the Uni-Zombie, you can use the effect of Uni-Zombie, dump a card, make him 4, make Chaos Angel. There's millions of ways to make this card. You have any 6, normal summon, Gozuki effect, again, play, just go from there. So there are enough ways to make this card work. A lot of things I want to change in the extra deck, but you can see it yourself. It's like not optimal. Side deck, I will go with the side deck very fast because it's like the same as the last side deck, I guess. I played 2 Ultimate Slayer because this card is bad. Of course, there's no towers really that you want out, but I had like every card in the extra deck to make this card work. So I was like, hell yeah, we play this card. Like I said, 3 kaijus. You can play any kaiju. I just like the dark kaiju for this deck. It just is scary. Kaijus all have all the same text. You can special summon this to your opponent's side of the field by attributing 1 monster they control. Each player can only control 1 kaiju, and he has a second effect that nobody uses, except if you watch my next deck profile. I think it's the next. I have a very cool card, Subspace Battle, and I will make it. We will make a kaiju deck around that card. Okay. So stay tuned. I will definitely make it deck. Of course, 3DD Crow again. It's good against so many decks in the moment. It was good against the how do you say it? Why do I forget the name always? It was definitely good against the Invoke player. It was not useful that much into the Fairy Tail player. And there it is. I don't remember the deck. I remember the cards, but I forget it. The third matchup. I forget that name. It's also decent against that. Again, once a Ghost Bell. I think Ghost Bell maybe I should play more Ghost Bell. Seeing it is good. I like this card, and it's a zombie. 3 Fualos. Fualos is just a broken card. It gets ashed every time. It gets called by the grave every goddamn time. But my opponents, they start to, and I don't see any ash of callbys. And then for the last card is Evenly Matched. Evenly Matched is a must-see Omni Negation card, and it just bait out an Omni Negation. So that's it for that card. Thank you all for watching.